So the other day, Bitmine had their annual shareholder meeting, and it's had a bit of a mixed reaction on Twitter and Reddit. I think there were a few good things that came out of it. Um, a few people on Twitter have already been complaining about, a few of the things that were revealed that they didn't go into enough detail, and they were kind of a little bit confused about some of the things they talked about. But I do think that there were a few worthwhile things in their presentation. I just wanted to kind of talk about that. One of the very first things was, this tweet that I have up on screen here. I saw this is from Tanor Manson on X. So Tanor here is kind of a bit confused about the app that they talked about. So I have the presentation slides up here because during the presentation, there was a part where Tom was talking about like how they plan to grow Bitmine in 2026 and beyond. And he was talking about this third bullet point here. So they think that they can productize Bitmine, and then he went on and introduced this app. And I think this is the confusing part because they show the app and it kind of looks like just a typical like investor relations app, by the screenshots anyway. In the presentation, Tom said like we can't say like what will be on the app that's coming soon. So, I think that it's probably not going to be just like an app for news or communications. If I had to guess, it might be an app like similar to what Galaxy Digital have done with the Galaxy One app. So if you don't know, Galaxy Digital have this app. It's called Galaxy One, and it's almost like a Robinhood type app where they offer a whole bunch of different services. I'm not saying Bitmine's going to jump into that field, but I think it could be possible that that they launch a service, one service of some kind, to give them another income stream aside from the staking and the Ethereum treasury. And then so of course the other big story was that Bitmine will invest 200 million into mrbeast holding company, Beast Industries. So this one took a lot of people by surprise. I saw some, quite funny reactions to this one. For example, this tweet here by Rand Nuna. He's like, I sold all my BMNR, I invested in an ETH treasury company, not in Tom Lee's venture fund. I want more ETH per share. Blah 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 blah. I'm out. Yeah, I think a lot of people are almost like assuming that they have just like invested into the YouTube channel or invested into the chocolate company or something like super different from or unrelated to crypto. However, this is where the synergy is. It's, mrbeast is filed trademark for a banking app with a focus on crypto. So basically, mrbeast is going to be coming out with a banking app. We don't really know the details of it yet, but there will be cryptocurrency, perhaps DeFi related services on the app. There's probably a lot of other things as well. I think it's speculated that he's starting another finance related YouTube channel, and maybe this venture is also related to that. There could be blockchain, DeFi, Ethereum related education content on that channel. Yeah, so I can understand where the confusion comes from, but to me, I can also see where the synergy is. Bitmine have like repeatedly said, they want to use the staking rewards that they earn in order to like promote the ecosystem. And I think this could be exactly that, if it's done in the right way. Hopefully we just get some more details to kind of confirm that that's the case, but it could be, very promising. Got another tweet here. This one's from Cody on Twitter. Chamath, he's a pretty prolific investor of the modern era. He also invested in Beast Industries as it was getting going. And aside from the whole financial aspect of Mr. Beast Financial, there's a whole lot of different income streams related to Mr. Beast. He does like chocolate and YouTube, and I think he's got burgers and a whole bunch of other things, and some reality TV shows. And so perhaps even if the financial side doesn't pan out, it could still be a worthwhile investment, even if the critics are right and it's not strictly related. But I do think this has a chance to be, both related to Ethereum, and we could also make money from it. This was another kind of silly tweet that was doing some numbers. He was saying, we've got to try convince investors to for the share authorization, and as soon as it was done, invest all of the money into Mr. Beast's company. It's kind of like a classic clickbait tweet, but unfortunately, like a lot of people seem to believe it. Like when you look at like the comments on Twitter, seems like people haven't really looked into it too much, but it's okay. I think over the next week, I remember reading the deal will be finalized on January 19th. So we should be getting a few more details over the next week. I look forward to seeing what they are. And yeah, I think this could be good. I think this is a better moonshot than Orbs personally. Although I think the proof of human idea is really good. In my opinion, it's quite early. This one I could see panning out, within a few years. So yeah, anyway, thanks for listening to this, to my thoughts, and I'll catch you later.